to make it so loud and keep it so loud until she gets to the stage. This next comic came here all the way from Casper, Wyoming. Let's give it up for Carolyn Luckman!
Thank you guys so much. Now some of you in the back might not be able to see me. I apologize. It's a thing. I actually had a height waiver to join the Navy. Any other military personnel?
Yeah.
What branches?
Navy. Army.
Oh my God, 2 Army men who knew they were Army. No, this is actually serious. Normally the Army guys stare at me blankly when I ask that. And I ask them, were you Army? And they go, uh-huh. And I think it's because they're used to being told where and who they are and they don't know. Marines bark at me, so they know who they are. I get that devil dog, and being Navy, I know that devil dog bark. Speaking of the Navy, boot camp was fun. But like I said, I actually had to have a height waiver. See my height, I'm like boob height. And the showers have 86 girls, all at the same time. That's 172 titties for those of you trying to do it. I can't look up. That's waterboarding. I may have went in straight, but I did leave a little curved. No, I love the acronyms. They were my favorite, like CYA. Cover your ass. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. FUBAR. Fucked up beyond all recognition. And the one that gets me in trouble in the civilian world, ladies, please bear with me. Cunt. Can't understand normal thinking. It is a non-binary term. I have met more male cunts in my life than I have women's. After the Navy, I did do the mom thing, and I volunteered with the classroom, and I did den leaders and all that. And as a den leader, well, Mom found out that I used to be an exotic dancer a long time ago. Oh, thank you. There was a pole then I could climb up on where everybody could see me. But nobody was handing me a mic, I tell you that. But when the mom reported me for being an exotic dancer, they told me I needed to step down because all of a sudden I was immoral and shouldn't be near little boys. And all I could think is, I was a stripper, not a priest. Oh, fuck. The mom who reported me actually got busted for stealing money from the pack. Enough money where she's a felon now. And all I could think is if I would have left with any money, at least I would have earned all mine. Being as short as I have been, it has caused me difficulty. I haven't grown since the 6th grade, like literally. Have not grown since the 6th grade. And back then, you know, short jokes were things, but at least I could stand with the fact that I'm not a midget. Pluto was a planet. Being a midget was 4'8". Now Pluto's a dwarf planet, and being a midget's 4'10". I'm 4'10" and 3/4 inches. So now that 3/4 is so important at the DMV because it gives them the option to round up or round down. Thankfully, I'm 4'11". If I didn't have enough to deal with, other than the fact that I just married a midget fucker, I do have complex PTSD from the military. That happens to some of us. But I find that it makes me like really entertaining. I've learned that there's like, I don't know, my boyfriend, my husband now jokes and says that I have like 18 different personalities. There's actually 19, but we try not to wake her up. And I asked him, what's it like coming home? Never knowing who you're coming home to. He's like, it's actually kind of fun, but I kind of hope for at least the last 3. And I'm like, why? And he's like, well, they're the only ones that put out. And we had recently moved in with my father to help take care of him. He had a major heart attack, but he's doing fine. And he's also military. I come from a military family. It's like, it wasn't like I drank the Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid was in my breast now. So I had no choice. It was just what branch I was going to choose. And with my mouth, I think we can all understand why I chose that movie. But, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. You guys are so cute looking at me. I got all distracted. Oh. Thank you. There's always somebody who helps me out. I appreciate that. I'm also menopausal. That does not help with your memory. We'll get to that in a minute. But people ask, does your dad pay you for taking care of him? And I'm like, oh, no. He kind of prepaid. It's called child support. And since he was married to my mom, that means he got the executive package, which means I shake up his ketchup before I put it on his table for him. No, he has been a lot of fun, spending a lot more time with him. I've gotten to know him a lot better. He picks on me for watching a lot of weird documentaries, and I kind of got him involved in one. Now, as you get older, I'm sure some of you have heard you watch like weird murder documentaries and stuff like that, and like we can clean up a body and but I've noticed we get even weirder. Like, I watched this full-on documentary on HBO about ladyboys. Yeah, somebody here knows about them. Were you in the Philippines or Thailand? My dad was stationed in the Philippines. That's where I was made and born, was in the Philippines. And he cheated on my mom a lot in the Philippines. And I asked him once, Dad, why did you cheat on Mom? And he was like, well, it's $1.40 for a blowjob and a beer. And as a former military person, I'm like, well, yeah, I can understand that. That sounds intriguing. But then I watched that Ladyboy documentary and I ran out to the living room and I'm like, Dad, I just watched this documentary on ladyboys in the Philippines. And before I got another word out of my mouth, he went, no, they were all women. I know they were all women. Thou dost protest too much. See the things you learn about your parents as you're taking care of them. It's just quite interesting. I learned that my grandmother, his mom, was at Studio 54 when it was raided. And she crawled out of the bathroom window of Studio 54 with another woman. Fast forward 35 years, they're in Miami in a rehab, and she runs into that woman. I didn't quite know how to unpack all that. I'm like, where were you? He's like, at home at the apartment. I'm like, oh my God, now I understand so much about your parenting. My mom actually did most of my rearing. I think that prepared me for a lot. I was sent down south to Texas a lot, which is where I get a little bit of my twang, if you haven't heard it. I spent a lot of my summers in Texas with my very Southern Baptist family. And every summer she would have me baptized, hoping it would help. As we can tell, it did not. But between her and my mom, there's pretty much, well, nothing I can't hear out in the other world that they didn't already say to me. Boot camp was nothing. Other male comics, I get warned, male comics can be assholes. And I'm like, honestly, what are they gonna say to me my grandmother hasn't already? I came out okay. My son came out okay. Now, like I said, I'm menopausal. How many women in here have experienced hot flashes? Okay, this is going to be like a public service announcement for some of you women who have not reached this yet. Night sweats is like an underestimation. The sweats that we get, it's not like a normal sweat. It's like this, it's like an ectoplasm kind of mucus that you develop. I woke up in the middle of the night one night and just scooped up a whole hand full of titty sweat. And I thought my husband was sleeping next to me, so I thought it was safe. So I was like, ew, and flung it. I heard a whack. Oh, gross, what the fuck was that? Oh, that was my titty sweat. Where'd I hit you? Was my face. I don't know whether to be aroused or grossed out. I was like, will you let me know? We went back to bed. Some other interesting things that happen. Sex becomes a lot more relaxing and playful, especially when kids are gone. Naked time is a thing. Yes. Naked time becomes a thing. Like you come home from work, you get naked, and you stay naked as long as you possibly can. And that becomes a problem sometimes when you have pets. And they get curious. We had a cat that after sex, when I was coming back into the room, I heard, Jonesy, no! So I come running in the room and I'm like, oh my God, what was that? He's like, Jonesy was gonna lick my balls. I said, no, wait a minute, back up. How did we get there? He's like, well, she was sniffing and it kind of tickled. So I thought, why not? I said, at what point did you say no? He said, when she went to go lick it. Well, what made you stop at that point? Well, I thought the tongue would be too rough. We also like to Bill Nye things. I am part of the More You Know generation, and I raised a Bill Nye child. So I'm all about like fucking around and finding out. And Jeffree Star is this makeup guru who has a shop in Casper, and he has this mascara called Fuck Proof Mascara. And I was like, really? Let's see. So I bought some, and I said, Dusty, would you help me out with something? He's like, sure, what do I have to do? I said, you just sit there. Don't do anything. And when I'm done, you tell me how my mascara looks. He's like, I can do that. He's very qualified at this. So I go to the bathroom, I put my makeup on, I get all pretty. I come out, I commence, I complete. I begin to thank you. Completing is something to clap over. Sometimes you guys make us work for that shit. I clean up snot and tears, a little bit of regurgitation. I look up beaming, how's my mascara looks? He looks down, he's like, on point, baby. It looks on point. So that's something to consider for Christmas. Also made me just remember a very awkward conversation with my father. I have intrusive thoughts. It's part of complex PTSD. My dad was complaining about service fees while trying to order something online through Menards. And then it got me thinking, wait a minute. What if prostitutes had service fees? That can get fucking expensive. I mean, you have the biohazard removal fee. That's the condom. You have your biohazard cleanup and removal fee. That would be a blowjob. Then you've got your makeup removal reapplication fee. That's a whole nother expense. That could add up. But then they would have to do discounts. You could give like senior discounts. You could give a military would be a service fee. That's my time, guys. I appreciate you so much. Keep this laughter going. Thank you for making it worth the trip from Casper. You fill fill a bar better than Casper does, all right?